Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. Glad you've joined us here as we are ready for action. Wade LeBlanc on the mound, and he's ready for first pitch to Rougned Odor, and it's in there for a call. It's strike one, and we are underway. Wade LeBlanc, his 32nd game, his 27th start, 8-5 record. Odor, 1 for 4 in last night's 2-0 Texas win. And LeBlanc facing Texas back-to-back starts, Mike, and advantage, disadvantage. Who wins?
I'd like Wade's chances tonight. He's pitched well against the Rangers this year. He has a 2.76 against them. This will be the 4th time overall. And as you mentioned, Dave, back-to-back outings. But in his last outing, he used his curveball a little bit more than usual. We'll see if he throws the curveball tonight. But I think you're going to see a lot of cutters and changeups from him.
Heredia is right there to put it away, 1 down.
Anything with the Rangers, they want to hit the ball out of the ballpark. They're 8th in home runs. And so for Wade, his ability to slow things down, I think, will help him.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in, and last night off. Rangers win 2-0. They got 2 runs in the 7th inning. Mariners, where they were handcuffed by Texas pitching, limited to 3 hits.
Choo with 21 home runs on the year.
Reasonably injury-free for Shin, who was a one-time Mariner some time ago. Been a difficult time at the plate for him his last 9 games, hitting just a .62. Already, as always, an excellent read. It's fun to watch him play center.
Makes it look easy.
I mean, he gauges the depth, the speed, the carry, as well as anybody you'll see in the game today.
Even with hitters that have power and they have the big swing, if they hit it off the end of the bat, he's rarely fooled by that at all. It's a great read.
So Choo retired. He didn't play last night. Here's another guy who didn't play last night, got a night off. It's Elvis Andrus. They too struggled. Last 17 games, his batting average has dropped 19 points. He's hitting a .59 for his last 60. Won't play an umpire tonight. Quinn Walcott, Nick Marley at first, Ryan Addison at second, and Marvin Hudson at third. Final Friday night game of the season. Hard to believe. Fireworks coming up after the ball game tonight.
Wade LeBlanc, average fastball this year, 86 miles an hour, cutter, curve, slider, changeup. At least fastball, cutter, changeup. But again, in his last outing against the Rangers, we saw his curveball a little bit more.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Wade LeBlanc, well done. 8 pitches to get the first 3 outs of the ball game. That's a good start. Hopefully for his 9th win. Mariners coming to bat. Mitch Haniger leading off. We'll tell you about one of the awards he won earlier tonight. Here's a look at the rest of the Mariner batting order.
Mariner starting lineup brought to you by Jack in the Box and Mitch Haniger. Going to lead things off. 26 home runs, 91 RBIs on the year. Nelson Cruz, the DH and cleanup hitter, 37 home runs, 96 RBIs for him, trying to get to 100. And Mike Zunino, he's been a hot hitter lately, hitting 6th in the lineup, 314 over his last 11 games. Martin Perez, tough year for him so far. ERA over 6, 83 and 2/3. He has 50 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .330 against him. He's given up 16 home runs this year. Average fastball at 93 miles an hour. And a changeup.
Well, hopefully Mitch Haniger can get things started here for the Mariners. Right-handers have really done a number on Perez. 348, 13 of those 16 home runs. Down low, ball 1. Mitch 1 for 4 in last night's game.
For Perez, his last outing was against the Mariners. He went 4 innings, just 1 earned run. Primarily stayed with his fastball. He threw his fastball 80% of the time, and it was the changeup and an occasional slider.
Wonderful year for Mitch Haniger as he looks at the pitch, top of the zone for strike 2 and 1.
Perez will try to keep the ball on the ground. Ground ball rate on his fastball at 51%, but 65% on the changeup.
Perez makes the play, throws over to Guzman for out number 1. Bring up Gene Segura. Gene's 7th in batting in the American League. A rare over for him last night, went 0 for 4. Don't see many of those, Mike, not the way this guy swings it.
Yeah, I expect him to get a couple of hits tonight because of that. Batting average at .301. 175 hits on the year. Usually aggressive, and he is on a first pitch fastball in the middle of the plate, 94 miles an hour.
But Gene 4 for 18 with a homer against Perez. Rangers, not a good year, 67 and 92. Mariners 86 and 73. Fabulous first half, second half not quite as good and out of the playoff picture. 2 more games after tonight, and we'll put a wrap on this 18 season. 29 doubles, 3 triples, 20 stolen bases for Segura. Brings a lot to the table. 2 balls, 1 strike. Perez, 27 years old, 6 foot 200. He's out of Guanare in Venezuela. Mariners have seen plenty of him over the years. 20 games, 18 starts.
This is the 4th time that he's faced the Mariners this year. He's been on the disabled list a couple of times. Still has the good fastball. He's been 94 here this evening. He will pitch inside.
There's Don Wakamatsu, managed the Mariners in the 09 season and into August of the 2010 season. He's been a bench coach in Oakland, Kansas City, Texas. Took over last week when Jeff Bannister was fired. And Segura draws a walk. First base runner. Bring up Robbie Cano. 1 0 for 4 last night. 2 ground outs and 2 pop-ups. Robbie last night had his 8-game hitting streak ended.
Robbie, the only left-handed hitter in the lineup tonight. A lot of options for Scott Service later in the game. 6 left-handers on the bench.
Here's a double play right here. Easy turn, Odor, Anderson, Guzman. 1 inning complete. No score here at Safeco Field. degrees. Winds are calm as we play game 2, 4-game series with the Rangers, wrapping up this 2018 season. Standing in right now, Adrian Beltre, 272, 15 homers, 62 runs batted in, DHing this evening. Beltre had the night off last evening. And he puts it in play right to Segura. One away. One of the greatest players in the history of baseball. You know what? He's now in Funko collectible form. Make sure you join us tomorrow for Ken Griffey Jr. Pop Collectible Night at 6:10. Note the start time, 6:10. First 20,000 fans, you're going to take home this must-have giveaway at the Kid. For tickets, visit Mariners.com. Mike, you had a chance to hand out, was it fans from the respective states, Washington, Oregon, Montana, and Idaho. Fans of the month.
And Alaska.
And Alaska. Can't forget Alaska.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. They had a good time. They came up here in the booth.
And we hung out here for a few minutes. It was good to meet them and nice to talk to the ladies. Flew down from Alaska, of course, on Alaska Airlines. Absolutely.
Yeah, they were thrilled to get an opportunity to go down onto the field and pick up their awards. Having a good time. I think most of them were in town yesterday.
We'll be hearing from those folks throughout the ball game tonight. Omar Mazara, the hitter. Mazara, 1 for 4 last evening.
I mentioned that Wade has pitched well against the Rangers this year. He's on a pretty good run. His last 6 starts, he has a 1.83 ERA. Terrific command and the excellent changeup, and his cutter will be in play tonight.
Wade, since he became a starter, 8 no decisions. When he left the game, 4 times he was ahead, 3 times behind, and once tied. So those 8 wins could easily be double figures.
3.45 ERA as a starter. It's amazing to think that he started the year and out in the bullpen for the Mariners. Big part of the rotation.
He was trying to make the rotation with the Yankees, but they had so much depth, and he said, hey, I'm not going to go to Scranton Wilkes-Barre. They got depth over there. I don't need it. Became a free agent. Jerry DiPoto jumped, and here he is. Three and 2 to Mazara. 20 homers, 76 runs batted in. Got to be careful. Already tracking, and that was Maben.
Good communication.
They made each other heard. We can hear him from here. I got it.
It's one of those fly balls that's kind of in between both of them, and they were both there in plenty of time. And I think Cameron may have called it first as Heredia was heading over there. Typically, you'll see the center fielder take it, but good communication.
Tell you what, you don't have to worry about range out there tonight. Maben, Heredia, and Haniger, they can cover some gaps. 2 outs. Profar, Jerkson Profar, switch hitter. 0 for 2 in last night's game. StatCast AI powered by AWS.
Straight up on the infield. Heredia shading towards right.
Outside. 1 and 2. Mariners infield, Negron, Segura, Cano, and Healy. Maben, Heredia, Haniger in the outfield with Zunino behind the plate.
Missing with the cutter in the last 2 pitches. I mentioned it last night with Marco Gonzalez. A good outing for him. He went 5 innings, shutout baseball. But for Wade, they both throw the cut fastball. And typically, you'll see him pitch inside to the right-handers with the cutter, but he started pitching off the plate away and trying to run it back onto the corner. That's also off the plate. Profar will pick up a base hit into right. That cutter has been an important pitch for both of them.
I'll bring up Joey Gallo. He's in center tonight. Joey Gallo, 11 career home runs against the Mariners, 3 here at Safeco Field. He's one of the ultimate all or nothing guys. 3rd in the league in homers with 40, 10th in the league in RBIs with 92, and 3rd in strikeouts, 205 Ks. That's 3rd in the league. So 205 strikeouts in 145 games, 493 at bats.
You have to stay out of the middle of the plate with him. Quality strike early in counts is important because then you can expand the zone, pitch off the plate, get him to chase it. Maybe able to jam him on this, but it looks like that'll be over the Mariner dugout. Good pitch. 87 in on his hands.
Back-to-back nights he's broken a bat. Guys working inside on him. Wade LeBlanc, 34 years old, out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Wade beat these Rangers here May 31st in Seattle, went 5 innings and a 5-1 win. Everybody shifted over to the right. Just outside, 2-1. It's like a softball setup the way the defense is aligned. Robbie out short right field. You got Gene feet on the grass on the right side, breaking ball. Profar took a good secondary lead. Now a 3-1 count to Joey Gallo, 0 for 4 in last night's game. Three and 1, good speed at first, and Profar. You watch him swing sometimes. Does your back hurt?
You know, for me, yes, it absolutely does. And even with 2 strikes, you'll see it again right here. The last pitch was a good cutter that was down and away from him, but he's going to turn it loose. As Dave mentioned, over 200 strikeouts to go with the 40 home runs. And Michael set up away.
3-2 pitch, runner goes. Strike 3 called. Got him. He knew it. 2 Ks for Wade LeBlanc in the first 2 innings. Get him some runs. No score here at Safeco Field. Baseball, Wade LeBlanc, the subject.
3-1 count, 40 home runs at the plate. Here's a cut fastball, 3-1 on the outside corner. And it's important because now Gallo is processing the cutter. So what does Wade do? He starts a 2-seamer off the plate and runs it back to the corner. He takes it for strike 3. Well executed. 2 different style of fastball to pick up the strikeout and get out of the inning.
Nelson Cruz, Ryan Healy, Mike Zunino here in the Mariners' second. Nelly, 9 career hits and 30 at bats against Perez, 3 for home runs. And I'm just going to say it right now, I am unabashedly pulling for him to get these 3 home runs to get to 40 home runs and 4 ribbies to get to 100.
Well, yeah, make one of them a 2-run home run.
You know, right? And green light him here 3-0, right?
Absolutely.
Back with a strike. Ellie 0 for 4 in last night's contest. Slow night for the Mariner offense last evening. No runs on 3 hits, left 4. Ellie K'd twice. 3-1. And he'll take his base. Second walk by Perez. And that'll bring up Ryan Healy.
Ryan with 24 home runs on the year.
You know,
25 home runs last year. That is a season high for him with 25. I'm sure he would like to get back to that number.
Cruz at first with Ronald Guzman. I was in the clubhouse, the Rangers clubhouse, and walked past Guzman. I can't believe how big he is. He's bigger than Nelly. That guy, I walked by him, I double take, did a double take. He's good 6'6".
Defensive end.
You know, it's funny you said that because I was talking to Emily Jones, who does sideline work for the Rangers, and she was talking about, you know, if he had been born in America, he probably would have been a DN because he'd have been a good one. She started, wait, you put the linebacker behind him, and he got, but she's right. He's a big man. He can play. Good and a nice kid. Ronald Guzman had a big day at Yankee Stadium their last trip up there a few weeks ago. Healy got into last night's game as a pinch hitter, struck out.
Guzman with 16 home runs on the year. He has some pop. They like him a lot. I think those numbers will go up over the next couple of years.
And he's left-handed. They give Healy the right side of the infield. 2-1 pitch. Goes right side in the air. Taking a long run is Mazzara. Not going to get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking ahead to next year, Mike, you got Healy at first, you got Vogelbach available, you've got Cano, he'll be back obviously. He's played first base. How do you see that sorting itself out?
Well, I think that's one of the things. One of the things I spoke to Scott about was what we've seen here over the last couple of months, and I don't think it's something that he wants to see again. He wants these guys to be in positions to where they get a chance to play every day and not move them around as much. I think you need some sort of stability with that, and how it shakes out, well, we'll see what happens over the course of the winter.
And the other thing you got to consider too, you got Robbie Cano, Hall of Fame numbers. You got D. Gordon, who prefers second base, so that's got to get ironed out. That's why they get paid the big bucks.
It will be busy this winter. A lot of conversation going on.
2-2 pitch. Mariners looking for the first hit. Up and in. That got his attention. Full count.
Well, he's had a good fastball at 94. At times he'll touch 95, maybe even 96 if he feels good. Mike Zunino hitting 6th in the lineup. He's been hot lately. He is on deck.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Fastball. That one in the middle of the plate. 7 pitches. Staying with the fastball.
Healy 5 for 20 against Perez with a home run. On deck is Mike Zunino, followed by Guillermo Heredia. Three-two pitch. Nobody out. Runner at first. Took a lot off. Missed outside and high. So a couple of men aboard. Back-to-back walks. He's walked 3 of the last 4 he's faced.
It's been a problem for him this year, so you'd like to take advantage of it before he locks it in. Doug Brocail, the pitching coach, on his way out to the mound as Mike Zunino gets ready to hit. See the Mariners create some opportunity. Dave, as you mentioned, just 3 hits last night. They were 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position, so that'll change tonight. A runner in scoring position early. Nobody out.
Sunday, Perez went 4 innings and 2-hit, 1-run ball. No walks and 1 strikeout.
Seeing the same type of stuff today where he basically threw his fastball. 80% of the time it was his fastball. And he's done the same thing so far. Just doesn't have the same command of it.
Here's Zunino, 6 career hits against Perez, 3 for home runs. Mike 0 for 2 last night. First pitch. Strike 1. Perez walked a man in the first inning. Double play got him out of trouble. Now he's walked the first 2 men here in the second. Zunino looking to do some damage. One pitch. Ball 2 strikes.
Mike thought it was down, but the EQC tracer had it at the bottom of the zone. See those numbers against Perez. Another reason why he moved up in the lineup.
Betcha. Ball 2 strikes. 2-2. Got pretty good heat tonight, Perez.
94, 95 with the fastball. On average this year it's been 92. So better fastball for him this evening.
2 on, nobody out, and a 2-2 to Zunino. Struck him out, 1 down. First strikeout for Perez. Bring up Guillermo Heredia. Coming up Sunday, 12:10 start. Kids Appreciation Day right here. Presented by Ivers and Kid Valley. Prize giveaways for all youngsters include TVs and Nintendo Switch bundles courtesy of Root Sports. A kid's bike and Mariners autographs. Plus all kids 14 and under. They're going to get a Mariner Moose poster. Get your tickets at mariners.com for the season finale. Heredia, 10 hits against Perez. He could use 1 here. Ball 1. So 2-0. Entering tonight's game, Perez, for his last 3 starts, 15 innings pitched, and only 3 walks. Tonight, 3 free passes in an inning and a third. And he's in route to another one here, 2-0, unless Guillermo can rocket one and find a gap somewhere. Play him straight up, not too deep.
30 pitches, just 12 strikes. He's really struggling.
2-1. They like the pennant race intensity. National League West. Bruce Bochy, he saved up Madison Bumgarner to start against the Dodgers tonight. Hey man, we're the Giants, you're the Dodgers. We can stop you, we're gonna. 2-1. Remember years ago when Joe Morgan was finishing up with the Giants and he hit a home run to beat, I think, to knock Tommy and those boys out of the playoffs. Man, you would have thought they'd win. The Giants won the pennant.
That rivalry is something.
A lot of possibilities. 2-way and 3-way ties.
One of the other things too, you mentioned Bumgarner. I think that the Nationals are playing Colorado, and I think normally you'd probably see Scherzer done for the year, but He is scheduled. His turn comes around to pitch on Sunday.
Knowing Mad Max, if he can get out there and do something, you know it, man.
Well, I was watching TV today, and he was on, and they were asking him about it. And
What did he say?
He said that if it matters, he will do it, and it has nothing to do with wanting to beat Colorado or do anybody any favors. He just thinks it's the right thing to do for the game,
Absolutely.
which I would agree. And he said, so if it matters, he wants to be out there.
That's one of the reasons why we love the guy. He's one of the fierce competitors we have in the game. That's beautiful. I love the sentiment.
Well, and you just feel that it's going to come down to Sunday.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Inside. Got to capitalize on this guy's wildness. 3-2, 1 out, runners at first and second.
That's exactly right. You don't want to give him a chance to settle in and get out of this inning. The last fastball, 95, but really not even close. The last 2 pitches inside, well inside off the plate.
So Cameron Maben, he's on deck. Guillermo with a 3-2 pitch. And here it comes. Took a little off and walked, and the bases are loaded. Opportunity at knocking right here in the second inning. He's walked, the bases loaded. Even though the Rangers are out of the playoff race and everything, where's Wakamatsu's Anacity and Duck Brocal? Dude, really?
For Perez, it's been a struggle all year, not just with his numbers and getting wild at times. A couple stints on the disabled list.
Time to cash in right here.
And a few breaking balls. He's thrown 81 at the bottom of the zone.
It's been a good pickup. Cover some outfield for him. See if he can come up with a knock here. Way outside. Mariners hitting just .216 on the season with the bases loaded, a couple of home runs. Maybe 0 for 2 in that category. Seager and Vogelbach have the Mariner Grand Slams. The 1-1. One chasing there, ball and 2 strikes.
That helped him out.
In boxing parlance, you got him on the ropes, you got to knock him through the ropes or just flat knock him out. One, 2. Good take.
Tried it again. 96 on that fastball.
That might have been an angry 96.
Probably right.
Maben started the year with Miami. At 251 with the Marlins. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Put it play down the line, slicing foul.
Everything away from him. 5 pitches, all of them away. Velocity has jumped up again for Perez, 96 miles an hour on the outside corner.
He got action.
Jeffrey Springs getting loose.
Saw him down in Texas last weekend. That soggy weekend we had in Arlington. So Cameron Maben in his 12th year. 7th team in the big leagues. 2-2 pitch, 1 out, bases loaded. There you go, off the glove of a leaping Guzman. Cruz scores, everybody's up 90 feet, 1-0 Mariners. Cameron Maben cashing in right there, his 5th RBI since coming to the Mariners.
Solid line drive again, away from 6 pitches. That was another fastball away from him. He just goes with it, goes right off the glove of Guzman. He hit it so hard. A bullet.
Christopher Negron 0 for 2 in last night's game, playing in left field. 2 fine catches he made. Run savers. Got 1 home run as a Mariner. That was in Anaheim. Grown at third base tonight. He's shown really good versatility. Kyle Seager getting the night off against the left hand. 1 out. He takes strike 2. Sixth man to the plate here in the Mariners' second. The 0-2. Inside, nice dig by Chirinos.
I wonder if he just wanted to show him the breaking ball and come right back with another fastball.
Athletics, they open up a weekend series in Anaheim this evening. He did go. Home plate umpire Quinn Walcott all over. Negron is gone. Yankees an 11-6 win tonight at Boston, clinching home field in the wild card. Top of the order, here's Mitch Haniger for the second time. He will comebacker to Perez. A run in, base is still loaded.
Already 45 pitches. Wow. And working here in the second.
Congratulations to Mitch Haniger. Seattle chapter of the Baseball Writers Association of America named him the Mariners Player of the Year. Diaz the Mariners Pitcher of the Year. Gordon the Mariners Unsung Hero. Voted on by 27 members of the local Baseball Writers Association. Congratulations, gentlemen. Well deserved. Mike Perez is redefining the word struggle, scuffling.
His last outing was against the Mariners. He went 4 innings and threw 49 pitches. This will be his 48th pitch during this game.
It's almost to the point now where it's the old Casey Stengel. Gentlemen, this is a baseball.
I wonder how long Wakamatsu is going to stay with him.
I'm surprised he's gone this far.
After he springs the left-hander, he looks like he's ready to go in their bullpen.
Let's have Mitch lose one here. Do something. Maybe that'll get him out.
He has thrown 38 pitches in the inning.
That's crazy. 2-1 pitch. Oh, he wanted that one. 2-2. Yankees in their win, hit 3 home runs. One ton. Wakamatsu got the long face. You can understand that. You tied your record, your team record, Mike.
97. Yeah.
264 home runs with 2 games to play.
I don't like our chances over the weekend.
Oh, what gives you that idea? Hey, at 3 tonight as Mitch has worked a full count. Hey, that standard lasted for a long time. Man. Congratulations on that. It's a good run for you boys.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun that year.
How many did you have that year?
That was the year I was coming back from my knee injury, so I had about 100 at bats, but I chipped in with my 5.
They all count.
Yeah.
3-2 to Mitch. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Runners take off and foul back up this way.
Well, he challenged him. That was his best fastball at 97 in the middle of the plate.
And Mitch tried to hit it to another area code too.
Rivera Supermo in the swing by Mitch Haniger, fouling it straight back. He was trying to do some damage right there, and why not? 26 home runs on the year, 91 RBIs for him.
Well-deserved numbers. Well-deserved honor for a guy with those numbers as the Mariners Player of the Year. Been an ordeal for Perez. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. He's lucky to be down 1-0.
41 pitches in the inning.
Fouled off. And all these foul balls aren't helping him at all. Not to mention he's having a hard time throwing strikes.
Well, there's a couple of things in play with the foul balls. One, he has plus stuff tonight. His fastball is 94 to 97 miles an hour. And quite frankly, he's been wild, so it's difficult. As a hitter, you're just protecting the entire time, and you want to make sure you stay inside the strike zone, and there's been a lot of borderline pitches because he's just all over the place.
Haniger, the 7th man to the plate here in the 2nd inning. A run on 1 hit for the Mariners so far.
52 pitches, 26 strikes.
That might be the most we've seen this year for 2 innings. I don't think. I'll go out on a limb and say it is. 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Guzman taking a look. Oh, just missed it. There's a break for Haniger and the Mariners.
The big man wasn't sure where the wall is. Primera Supermo. He thought he was going to hit it at any time, and he had a little more room.
Oof.
Yep.
Missed by much.
That's a break for Mitch.
That would have been a terrible way to end the inning, too. Good crowd on hand here. Fireworks coming up after tonight's game. Big thank you behind second base put out there by Bob Christopherson and his outstanding ground crew. 3 balls, 2 strikes once again for Mitch Haniger. Pitch. Popped it up. And that too will get out of play. Big pitch number 10 coming up. What an inning, huh? One more time at 3-2. And he takes it for a walk and an RBI. 2-0 Mariners. Healy scores. RBI number 92 for Mitch Haniger.
4th walk in the inning, and that will be it for him.
That is remarkable. 5 walks in less than 2 innings. 2-0 Mariners. And with 2 outs, when we come back, hopefully they can get some more.
And I'm the ultimate fan from the great state of Alaska. I watch every Mariner game on GCI.
All right, back good to meet you and all the other award of the prize winners. Family taking in tonight's game. Good to see all those folks. Got to get a tour, come up to the booth and say hello, take some pictures. It was nice meeting them. Fans coming in from Alaska, Washington, Oregon, Montana, and Idaho.
And again, they are really happy to get the opportunity to be on the field before the game today. A lot of fun. Jeffrey Springs will take over for the Rangers. Left-hander fastball at 91 miles an hour, slider changeup. And overall, 17 appearances. He's pitched well for the Rangers, a 2.87 ERA, 30 strikeouts over 14 walks. Opponent's hitting 237 against him. Bases loaded.
2's nice, 5 or 6 is really good. Strike 1 to Segura, walked his first time up. Segura 0 for 1 against Springs. 1-1. Springs out of Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina. 6'3", 180. 26 years old, out of Belmont, North Carolina. In his rookie year. Pulled the string there. 1 and 2. Gina, 8th man to the plate here in the second inning. Saw Springs 5 days ago. Pitched 2 innings, a 2-hit ball. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. One-two pitch. 2-2.
Back with the changeup again.
There is 55 pitches, 28 strikes, 5 walks. My goodness.
45 of them in the second inning.
Oh, jeez. 2-2 to Gene. Fly ball right field. And oh, he dropped it! Bizarre! Too cold for school and he dropped it. 3 bases, 3 runners score here. And the Mariners have a 5-0 lead. Like he had that thing wrapped up.
We saw him do the same thing when we were just in Arlington on a ball out to right center field. And again, he's just coasting on it. He has it all the way. Primera Supermo, it's right there for him to make the catch, and he just misses it right off the end of his glove. But I will guarantee you, after seeing that in Arlington and down here tonight, when he shows up in spring training, they're going to do a lot of work with him running to a spot. Not just drifting back on the ball, but a break for the Mariners, picking up 3 runs.
E9 scores 3 runs. Segura at second. Cano, the 9th man to the plate here in the second inning. Wow. How about that? What a costly error. Mariners will take it. 1-0. Pitcher's pitch right there. One to Robbie. 2-1. Springs throws the pitch he wants. Looks like he's got an out. Next thing you know, it's a 5-0 ball game. Nelson Cruz up to swing the bat again. Second time here in the second inning. balls, 2 strikes. Tigers had just tied the game, and then Ryan Braun hit a home run off the glove of an outfielder over the fence, a home run, and it's now 6-5 Milwaukee. 2-2. Now the Brewers, as we take a look at our Jet closing easy to use standings, got to win to keep pace with the Cubs, who won earlier this afternoon against the Cardinals. Rockies and the Dodgers taking it down, boy, to the nth degree here. There's your wild card situation. Whoever wins the Central Division is going to get home field advantage. Whoever doesn't, whoa, up this way, right below us. That hit heat on it, Mike. You ready to move?
Wasn't sure which direction,
yeah,
but
right.
I was going to move.
It came at you and it sliced towards me. Right, third. The other way, Robbie. Extraordinary number of foul balls this inning, Mike.
He's thrown 11 pitches so far, and then you consider the 45 from Perez. You bet. 56 pitches in this inning. This will be the 8th pitch to Robbie.
Outfield tilting around towards left. Just saw Joey Gallo in center field sort of like hang his head, and his shoulders went down, took the glove off, and he's like, you know, well, you provide your own caption on that one. That's going to get down. The hole, let's see, Gene, they send him. Here's the throw. Safe. And into second goes Cano. 6-0 Mariners. The RBI for Robbie Cano is 48.
And Mazzara, this ball, one hopper to him in right field, had plenty of time to make a throw to home plate. You can see that it was offline. Shane seeing where the catcher is, goes to the inside part of the plate. Good slide, and here's the throw offline by Mazzara. He has a strong throwing arm, but really not that close, and that's the reason why Gene able to score. That'll bring up Nelson Cruz.
Mariners have batted around. 10th man to the plate. 2-run home run opportunity for you that you're talking about, Mike.
Here we go.
And the second inning, as Dave Niehaus would say, continues. Ahead in the count 2-0. He walked in a 3-1 pitch, about a half hour change ago. Good opportunity for him right here. What shade of green is this light here?
They didn't want to challenge him too well. Threw him a changeup down out of the strike zone.
2 out Cano at second, 6 runs in. Slicing drive into the gap to the wall. Cano scores, and the big man heading to second, and he's got an RBI double. Nelson Cruz, RBI number 97 on his 18th two-bagger. And the Mariners have a 7-0 lead.
This is on the outside corner. It's a fastball. Green light indeed. Slicing line drive all the way out to the fence in right center field. Primera Supermo, and the swing by Nelson staying behind it.
Haniger with an RBI, Cano Cruz with an RBI, Maven with an RBI, and now here's Healy for the second time. He walked and scored earlier. Strike one. 11th man to the plate here in the second inning. Mr. LeBlanc, you think you have enough runs? 7 runs on 3 hits, helped by a huge error. Left field, and Shin-Soo Choo takes care of it. Big damage done by the Mariners. A lucky 7 put up in the second inning for the Mariners. An error by the Texas Rangers. And a reminder that distraction occurs anytime you take your eyes off the road. If you're on the road, off the phone. Let's reach our target 0 goal together. 0 traffic deaths in your family, 0 traffic deaths in our state. Well, with big explosion of runs, get a couple other guys a chance to play tonight. Gordon Beckham in at third. Got Negron moving from third to shortstop, and Gene Segura. Go enjoy the rest of the night.
And hopefully he's going to be okay. He was the one that made that slide, the diving slide into home plate.
Chirinos, Guzman, and Odor for Wade LeBlanc. Oof.
Strong couple of innings for Wade, giving up just the 1 hit. A couple of strikeouts for him, but he was in the dugout for a long time, almost 40 minutes.
Yes, indeed. Fly ball right field for Haniger. Backing up. 2 feet on the track. The West winner will play the Atlanta Braves. And the other matchup, TBA. National League. Big game tonight, Dodgers Giants. 1-1, top the third in that game. Game's in San Francisco. There's Guzman, 1 for 4 with an RBI last night. Here's one for your stat page. Mariners scored 7 runs on 60 pitches thrown by Perez and Springs.
Just 3 hits.
.71 miles an hour.
Back-to-back curveballs. We thought that we would see the curveball today. Threw the curveball to the Rangers in their place in his last outing. Threw more than usual, almost doubled up on it. There's another one.
Just floated that baby in there for strike 3 called. He's got 3 Ks and all looking.
Well, the Rangers, they have 5 left-handed hitters in the lineup, so the curve and the cutter will be a pretty good pitch for him. Back to the top of the lineup. This will be the 2nd time through. Rougned Odor, leadoff hitter tonight for the Rangers.
18 homers, 63 runs batted in for Odor. Flied out to center, open up the ball game on a 1-1 pitch. A good pitch for him. 1-1. Doing one. He's got service announcing in Rowan Elias will get the start Sunday, the season finale. Three and 1. James Paxton, he'll make his final start tomorrow. Don't forget 6:10 start time here at Safeco Field.
Noon on Sunday.
So everybody starts at the same time on Sunday. 12:10 Pacific. Back 3-2 pitch. Pitch to Odor. He's had seasons of 33 and 30 home runs. He likes watching it leave the yard.
Even though the Mariners are up 7-0 and it's a 3-2 count with a couple of outs, Wade LeBlanc is still not going to give any. Threw him a changeup. 79 miles an hour, and he was way out in front of it.
Three-two pitch. And walks, first walk of the evening by Wade LeBlanc. He's got 3 strikeouts, giving up no runs on 1 hit. And that'll bring up Shin-Soo Choo, flied out to center. First pitch strike.
Eleven batters, 7 first pitch strikes tonight. The breaking ball, 72 miles an hour.
The left-hander, that's got to look like a big fat balloon coming up there at first, right?
And you think about the velocity that these guys are dealing with. At 72 miles an hour, it is difficult to stay off of it and wait for it to get into the hitting area.
Ball and 2 strikes. Choo fouls it off. Dodger game. Bottom of the third, tied at 1-1 in San Francisco. 1-2 pitch. Went back to it again. It's been a dandy. 4 strikeouts, all looking.
I am the ultimate fan from Idaho. I watch every Mariners game on DirecTV.
All right, Katie, thank you very much. Good to have you here on Fan Appreciation Night. Mariners, big number up on the board, 7-0. Here's Mike Zunino to lead it off in the third. 11 men to the plate. 7 runs on 3 hits, an error, and 1 man left in that second inning. Mike Zunino behind 0-2. He struck out on a 2-2 pitch his first time. He's followed by Heredia and Maben.
It's not a pretty inning for the Rangers, who have struggled this year. It's part of the reason why.
We come into tonight with a pitching team ERA just shy of 5, 13th in the league.
And Perez ERA over 6, and he had 4 walks in the inning.
Zunino strikes out. Second time tonight. And for Springs, his first strikeout. Bring up Heredia. Walked and scored in the second inning.
Heart and Hustle Award for Guillermo today.
Well deserved.
Yep, I agree.
What do you figure his exit interview with Scott Service and the staff's going to be, and looking at next year, given what we know about his defensive abilities, which we think are just primo?
Well, that will be interesting. And there's no issues with his defense at all. He started off swinging the bat pretty well this year, and that was, I think, more than anything, was just against left-handers. He was still platooning at the time and getting a chance to hit lefties. Then he ends up playing every day, had his struggles, but he's been better over the last month or so. So it's going to be on the hitting side of things, and I would imagine Edgar will be involved in it. One of the things that we talked about with Guillermo, especially when he was going through his struggles, they wanted him to pull the ball more. They felt like that was going to get him on top of the ball and not hit the lazy fly ball outs that he was going through. But the other part about it, too, is he had to learn a lot this year. It was his first opportunity to play on a daily basis at this level. And I just think, for me, just watching him and being around the cage, is great personality, always having a good time. His teammates really like him a lot.
And he's
happy to be here.
He's embraced learning the English language, too.
Yes, he has.
And this is game number 123 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and he will work hard. You don't have to worry about that either.
How about base stealing? He's got wheels.
Yeah,
he's got wheels.
Yes, but there is definitely a technique involved.
Right.
And if I were him, I would spend as much time talking to D. Gordon as possible. Just learning how to read pitchers and getting the jump, because for him, he's not real comfortable because he doesn't get the jump. Solid line drive base hit for him. He has to learn how to do that and take advantage of the speed that he has.
And the other thing I always hear when you talk about base stealing, you can't be afraid to get thrown out.
You're going to. It's going to happen. But a solid line drive base hit right back up the middle. And if he can add that to his game, then he's a real asset for you on the bench, because he can do something late on the bases for you, play good defense if you need him to do that.
Play all three outfield positions, as we always talk about. Great, great range, great arm, and backs up everything. There's Maven. Took a pitch the other way. Got an RBI for his efforts in the second inning.
Solid line drive. Almost took the glove off of Guzman, the first baseman. That's how hard he hit it. Right off the top of his glove.
The other thing, too, Scott Service mentioned it in our media session today. And talking to Marco Gonzalez, he said the same thing. This is going to be a short offseason. You know, going to Japan.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the calendar, pitchers and catchers, February 11th.
I think they'll be in Arizona for about 3 weeks. So it's going to get here earlier, and they're not going to be there for very long. The trip over to Japan. And
that's about 10, 11 days.
Yeah.
I always wonder, last time we went to Japan, you and I broadcast the games from our root studios. There's a drive into the gap. That is not going to be gloved. Guillermo in flight. Here he comes, getting a wave on. He's going to score. Cameron Maven, an RBI double to make it 8-0 Mariners. 2 RBI night for Cam. Enjoy watching Guillermo run.
We were just talking about his speed, and he's not sure, and as soon as he sees it's going to hit the outfield grass, here you go, full tilt.
Real nice. Now the pitching change. Don Wakamatsu going to get a lot of mileage getting in and out of that dugout tonight. It's 8-0 Mariners, looking for more in the third. Text 41411 for construction jobs in your area. By Safeco Insurance, find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. And by Virginia Mason Primary Care. A rollicking night for the Mariners here. Game 2 of the 4-game set with the Rangers. They've got an 8-0 lead. Yep, you're looking at it correctly. 8-0 bottom third. As Cameron Maven just doubled in Guillermo Heredia. Eddie Butler takes over on the mound for the Rangers.
This will be his 30th appearance. ERA just under 6. In 47 innings, he has 18 walks, so he can get wild as well. Opponents hitting just under 300. He's given up 11 home runs. Fastball at 93 miles an hour. Slider, curve, changeup. He'll mix it up.
Christopher Negron started the game at third, now at shortstop. Struck out his first time. So far this inning, a strikeout, a single, and an RBI double. 8 runs on 5 hits for the Mariners. A 1 pitch. Maybe took off, and he is meat big time. And you know, Scott Service called this. He said, remember last year we had all those plays where guys were getting doubled up, thrown out, going second and third. Said they lead the league in the fewest runners thrown out on a base pass. He says, watch it happen tonight. There it is.
And the mistake is when you're taking your lead, if the ball is to your right, you stay where you're at. If it's at you or back up the middle, then of course you can advance. And you're right. Jinxed himself.
Yeah. You know, it was an interesting thing he talked about too. As we get back to Haniger, top of the order, how the shift has changed things. Back in your day, you knew where guys were going to play, right?
Yeah,
so
helps.
now you have to be on a 360 swivel to find where everybody is.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to where they're at.
Right before you look around,
before the pitch is ever thrown.
Right, because standard the guy would be right there, but now we talk about all the time. Look where Odor is. If you're at second base, a situation like that.
You definitely have to pay attention when you're on the bases to where the defense is at.
Through the hole, base hit. Negron, well, shut it down right there at second. So 2 outs, 2 runners on. They're in the 3rd inning.
Bring up Gordon Beckham. He came into the game for Segura. Segura had scored a run, sliding into home, and at the end of the inning, Beckham came into the game.
21st game for Gordon, a .195 his batting average, double and an RBI to his credit. Wade LeBlanc is getting just bonus rest tonight. Wade went 7 2/3 in a win against Boston here on June 16th. 7 against the Angels. Most recently went 7 against Oakland in Oakland. That was back on August 30th. He won that game. 3-hit shutout ball for those 7 innings. So Beckham 1 and 2 here. 2 outs, couple of men aboard, a run in, 8-0 in the 3rd.
How did he catch that?
Seriously.
95 miles an hour out in front of home plate, and he is able to make the backhanded play on it. A little dirt in the eyes.
You know, that's one of the little plays that's the separator. And these guys who are less than what 1% of the populace, how great an athletes they are.
Yeah.
I mean, because
we see it from Mike Zunino all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's just extraordinary eye-hand coordination. and nerve to hang in there too.
Well, sometimes you have no choice.
Right?
You're not going anywhere.
But sometimes you see, you get an Olay. He didn't Olay it, man. He was right in front of him. 3-2. Runners break. Inside, bases loaded. A familiar theme tonight for the Mariners. So Negron to third, Haniger to second, and Beckham at first. This season, for every Mariners hit, Fred Hutch is going to receive a donation from Mariners Care. Hits for Hutch is our way of supporting the life-saving research taking place at Seattle's own Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. Cano with the bases loaded. Cano is 1 for 2 against Eddie Butler. Butler, 27 years old, out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Robbie's got the advantage here, 2-0. Robbie, the 7th man to the plate here in the 3rd inning. Mariners hit 11 to bat in the 2nd. 2-1. Two out and bases loaded. 2-1 pitch to Cano. That's headed for the seats. Mariners catching a break on a drop fly ball, allows 3 runs to score. They swung the bat. They've got 8 runs on 6 hits. And a base is loaded again here in the 3rd. Two to Robbie. Up the middle, base hit. Negron scores. And Haniger, he saw the stop sign late, was able to slam on the brakes. Robbie picks up another RBI. 9-0 Mariners. Bases are loaded again. Second RBI for Robbie. Gives him 20, make that 49 on the season.
Another Mariner hitter taking advantage of a pitch in the middle of the plate.
Nelly, RBI single in his second at bat in the 2nd inning. He's got 97 runs batted in. He's got bases loaded here. Big offensive night for the Mariners. 9 runs on 7 hits. Slicing drive. That's going to get there. No, he didn't make the catch. He hung in that time. Mazzara makes the play, preventing further damage. But the Mariners put another one on the board. It's 9-0 Seattle. for 9 runs on 7 hits and get help by a 3-run error. Not bad for Wade LeBlanc, huh?
They have plenty of rest in between innings because of it. A lot of walks from the Rangers tonight. Mariners taking advantage of it. Before Wade, just the 1 hit, 4 strikeouts.
All 4 of those strikeouts looking, changing pace up, down, in and out, doing a very effective job. He's got 3, 4, and 5 coming up here in the top of the 4th. Andrews, Beltre, and Mazzara. Elvis struck out looking on an 0-2 pitch in the first. Two and 0. Maben's driven in 2 runs. Cano's driven in 2. Cruz has an RBI, and so does Haniger. Three and 0. Not what he had in mind. A 4-pitch walk with a 9-0 lead in the 4th. Second walk for Wade. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Take you back to 03. Jamie Moyer wins his 21st game. Mariners beat the A's 9-3. That's a franchise record, 21 wins for a single season. Many times this year and other people have made comparisons the way Wade LeBlanc pitches. Sort of similar way as Jamie Moyer did. Not overpowering. The crafty left-hander, up, down, in and out, change speeds.
Right now, Wade is just trying to find the strike zone.
5 straight balls. Beltre. That ball gets away.
Good pass ball.
Beltre first at bat, grounded out to short.
Well, out of the dugout.
Here we go, Cubs. They won earlier this afternoon, 8-4. And just 15 minutes ago, this went final. Brewers 6-5. So that top spot in the Central still up for grabs. Here's the standings. Look at that. A game back with 2 to play. And our Rockies trying to hold off the Dodgers. Dodgers and Giants right now 1-1. They're in the bottom of the 4th. To Beltre. Wow, 3-0. First strike of the inning. You ever talk to pitchers and ask him how does that happen sometimes, where all of a sudden he's just dealing and all of a sudden he's got no feel at all?
They don't have the answer. I'm telling you.
I know.
Because you look at Wade and what he has done this year,
right.
All the tight ball games and everything he's done in commanding the strike zone. All of a sudden he has a 9-0 lead and he's struggling with the strike zone. I don't think there's a real answer for it. Who knows?
It's one of the great mysteries,
Mel,
Michael.
it was a quick conversation from Mel when he went out there.
He must have seen something. Just a little bit of a tweak. Could have been just throw the dang thing over the plate and you get a 9-0 lead. You can't hit a 9-run homer off. Long run for Haniger, going back, not going to get it up against the 380 mark, and comes back. Andrews cruises home, and Beltre in with an RBI double. 63rd run batted in for Beltre on his 22nd double.
And this is going to be a fastball right down the middle. You see Tracer had it center cut. Adrian barrels it up.
You ever had a pitcher tell you that long sit
I've
can
seen it.
affect it? I know.
Yeah, I've seen it. It can happen.
Because if it's going at a good pace, you know, it keeps the sweat going, right?
And sometimes they'll talk about with all of those runs,
right,
they lose some concentration because of it.
Just like we talk about closers that come in, right, 8th inning,
it's not a safe situation.
Not a safe, right?
They're just getting some work in.
So that adrenaline buzz is not the same.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's concentration. And it's unusual to see Wade and not have the ability to command the strike zone. That's where he makes his money.
Right. He's fighting with himself right now.
He's frustrated, trying to get it back together.
4-pitch walk, 3-2 pitch double now, 2-0. Peter Mazzara, who flied out to left. First 3 innings, Wade went no runs, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, all looking, 1 walk.
I've seen him do that a couple of times in the inning too, where he's ready to go and then he'll just step off.
Two-0 pitch. In there for strike. Adrian Beltre. RBI double. Gets the Rangers on the board. That's well stroked. Long run for Henniger again up against the 380 area. That goes over the fence, automatic double, and an RBI for Mazzara. So Mazzara with his 77th run batted in, his 25th double. So Beltre with that RBI just passed Frank Thomas on the all-time RBI list to take over possession of 21st place. His credentials are outstanding. As I mentioned yesterday, talking to Adrian, it's 50-50 on whether he's going to come back next year.
Hall of Famer.
Without a doubt. Rough go here for Wade LeBlanc. Comes out in the 4th with a 9-0 lead. Walk, RBI double, RBI double. Out back.
It's more like it. Quickly ahead.
Looking for his first out here in the 4th. On 2 strikes. Center field, taking Heredia deep. Track up against the wall, makes the catch. Well, we rave about his defensive abilities for just that kind of play. Outstanding. Connor Chag goes to 3rd as Mazzara.
A lot of carry to the fly ball. Big leg kick from Profar. He turns it loose. Thought it was going to be more of a routine fly ball, but you'll see Heredia. He'll slam into the fence in center field as he makes the catch. Primera Supermo and the concentration. He knows what's headed his way.
Yes, it did. Runner at third, one out. Joey Gallo took a called third strike on a 3-2 pitch. Comes up empty on that breaking ball. Jeez, second one right below us. We had those winners from the great Pacific Northwest. Hey, you boys get any foul balls up here? Says, no, we preferred not to.
Well, working ahead again. It's a better sign for Wade.
That smothered job by Zunino, 1-2. Well, 2 strikes to Gallo. And got him to chase the off-speed pitch at 72 miles an hour. 5th strikeout for LeBlanc, the first swinging strikeout. 2 away. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 2 runs in, runner at third, 2 outs for Robinson Chirinos. Flight out to right is the Rangers catcher. One. 23,598 on hand here tonight at Safeco Field. Fan Appreciation Night. Fireworks coming up after the ball game.
Wade now 26 pitches in the inning.
Well, that pitch was so good for him the last few starts, and it was good like that. It was good in the first 3 innings. All kinds of problems here in the 4th. And 1. High fly ball towards the 376 marker, carrying out of here. 2-run homer. Robinson Chirinos, his 18th RBI, 64 and 65. 2-run shot.
And again, behind in the count, 3-1 pitch. Goes fastball in the middle of the plate.
24th home run given up by Wade LeBlanc.
Try to get the cutter in on his hands into that middle.
Big swing and a miss by Guzman, the first baseman. Struck out on 1-2 pitches, first time up. He's the 7th man to the plate here in the 4th.
He's now at 30 pitches for the inning.
Oh, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Shift on against Guzman, and he looks at another called strike. 6 strikeouts for LeBlanc, but not the inning he was looking for after having a 9-0 lead. Got to be frustrating. Coming up for the Mariners of the Ryan Healy, Mike Zunino, and Guillermo Heredia. Mariners lead 9-4. Mariners over the Rangers in the home fourth. The Mariners thank PACCAR for their support in our community by making a donation to the Page Ahead Children's Literacy Program for each Mariners RBI this season. Ryan Healy, 3rd plate appearance. First time up, he walked and scored. Second time, he flied out to left. That was all in the 2nd inning when the Mariners sent 11 men to the plate. Scored 7 times on 3 hits, helped by a big error. Eddie Butler continues on here for the Texas Rangers. One to Ryan. Good rip at it.
He tried to get to a fastball. It was up out of the zone on the inside corner, and his eyes lit up.
Ball and 2 strikes. Two. Boy, that is hammered. Goes foul.
That same high fastball again, borderline in the strike zone.
Rockies clinch a playoff spot and went nuts in the clubhouse. Champagne and anything else that would spray was being used. 2-2 pitch. First time you went through one of those was when?
95. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's fun.
That was an era before goggles. You were an old timer.
No, you're right about that. Eyes were burning.
Right.
Didn't care though.
Yeah, I know you didn't. I was in a clinching situation one time. Luckily, I just Healy swings through, wore an old golf jacket and a polo, and I'm sitting there doing an interview with the coach, The next thing I know, one of the coaches comes up, hey, how are you? Boom! A bottle of champagne, cold, and like you said, no goggles, man.
Yeah. You had to know it was going to happen going into it, right?
Yeah, and I got got my mic in, got about 3-4 interviews in the fourth one, and I was like,
that was it.
That is something to experience. I mean, I'm just talking about as a media member, as a player, it must be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's so much fun. That's the reason why you play all the games, and talk about it, grinding through it. Find your way into it. It's a lot of fun.
Zunino behind 0-1. I'm told when we were discussing playoff favorites, you picked Colorado back in August.
Look the way they swing it, and at that point they were hot too. And if they could get their pitching worked out, which they have, they would be in pretty good shape. See what happens. Again, I think as far as the West goes, see what happens on Sunday.
Like Z, K's for the third time. And certainly the Mariners in those back-to-back weekends early in the summer saw enough of the Rockies.
They did.
They got worn out 5 out of 6.
Convinced me.
Here's Heredia. Scored twice, a walk first time up, and a single to center. Angels 6-0 over the Athletics in the 6th. That Trout kid is 2 for 3. Got his 39th home run. One. Slicer. This time, Mazzara, no problem, takes care of it. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the 4th with a 9-4 lead. For the Mariners as we come to above the A in Safeco Field. Going to the game, well, it's a quick and easy trip and Sounder Train, Link Light Rail, and ST Express buses. Plan your trip at soundtransit.org. Good crowd here on hand. We're shy of 24,000. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports crew. Let's see if Wade LeBlanc can have a clean 5th. 4 runs on 3 hits in the 4th inning after he had a 9-0 lead. He's got the top of the order: Odor, Chu, and Andrews.
In the 4th, started off with a walk, ended up throwing 6 straight balls to start the inning. The Mariners scored all those runs just out of sync. Eventually was able to work his way out of the inning, but 4 runs. A couple of doubles and a home run in the inning. Behind Odor, 0-2.
Yeah.
Or 2, excuse me.
You want to get him through 5 and make him eligible for this win so he can get a W, and he may not feel great about how he pitched, but it'd be nice to get the win. Popped up, playable. Healy for the out. So 1 out. Don't miss Big Sky Conference football this fall on Root Sports, presented by your local Ford stores. Catch all the action tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific. Eastern Washington Eagles take on the Montana State Bobcats. For full broadcast schedule, visit rootsports.com. Right back in June. Here's Chu shooting one the other day. Remember that one, Mike, where LeBlanc got 10 runs of support and lose 4, and the Mariners lose the game 14-10.
Yep.
Back in June.
That was at Fenway.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, anything can happen in that ballpark, especially with that lineup.
They can swing it. My goodness. Yankees got them tonight, but it'll be interesting. Here's Elvis Andrus.
Yeah, they lost tonight, but they still scored 6 runs.
And rallied. A lot of that was late. Steve Pearce hit a grand slam. I think I'm going to go with Houston to win to win the American League. I just like their rotation. And I like the athleticism and the depth.
I picked them earlier today.
The athleticism and the depth of their lineup. And that is not casting aspersions on anybody else. There's a lot of worthy teams out there. On the other way, it's some smart hitting. That's going to work. That's extra bases. Andrews. And Mitch over runs it, and Andrews will get the 3rd, and Chu's going to score. That didn't work out well. Andrews all the way to 3rd. Chu scores.
He's hitting it the other way. How close Mitch was to the wall. It's unlike him to let the ball get past him. Just overran it.
Yep. Now it's a 9-5 game with a runner at 3rd.
And James Pazos starting to get loose.
RBI double for Beltre in the 4th. First time up, grounded out to short. There's Pazos. One. Gal pulled foul. Double E9, allowing the runner to 3rd. To the Beltre. And no chance to throw out Elvis Andrus. Cruises home. Beltre picks up back-to-back RBIs in as many plate appearances. Time now for CenturyLink What's Next. And James Paxton gets to make his final start of the season. It'll be start number 28 in Adrian Sampson, who was with the Mariners for a cup of coffee. He'll go for the Rangers. Two outs. And the hitter's Nomar Mazara, RBI double his last time up. Automatic double, bounced over the fence in center field. Strike one. Chop foul.
Wade having to throw a lot of pitches, working his way through 5 innings, 90 pitches,
Oof.
54 strikes.
It's got Mazara 0-2. Backhand Healy. LeBlanc gets over there in time. So it's through 5 and with the lead. 9-6 ball game. Heritage Distilling BSB Brown Sugar Bourbon. You can't spell baseball without BSB. Good look at the King Griffey Jr. statue. Beautiful night here in Seattle. 65 degrees, wind calm. Gotta like that. Final Friday. Game number 160 of the 2018 season. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. In some respects, you can say, where the heck did this season go? Then you look at the numbers and you saw July and August on the board and he went, oh, that's what happened. There's Cameron Maben. He's had a good night. 2 hits, 2 runs batted in, a run scored.
And a base hit into right field and the double in the left center.
Maben, Negron, and Haniger against Eddie Butler, second pitcher out of the pen for the Texas Rangers. Eddie came on in the 3rd. Jumped on that one, 1-1.
Out in front of a 94-mile-an-hour fastball in the inside corner.
Dodgers just put 2 on the board, 5th inning, top 6 now, 3-1 Dodgers at the Giants. Maben, his first 2 RBI game with the Mariners. First one since June 25. Off the glove of the first baseman Guzman. Ate him up.
And Cameron has hit the ball hard tonight. Ate him up is right. A couple of fastballs. This is on a breaking ball, 83 miles an hour.
Oof.
I mean, that's just a one-hopper right to him and handcuffed him.
Give him an E3. Second error tonight for Texas. The Mariners have one. Ball one to Negron, who started the game. Third move to shortstop when Gene Segura was lifted. 0 for 2 strikeout, reached on a fielder's choice. Maben, when he was with Miami, was 8 out of 13 in base stealing. Here's your recap. Big second inning for the Mariners. 1-1.
Left-hander getting loose for the Rangers. Looks like Matt Moore.
1-1 pitch. 2-1. Now, we did see the National League West this year, but certainly not enough. I'm just going to go on a hunch here. I'm very impressed. There's Matt Moore, saw him last night. Very impressed by the Colorado Ball Club. I'm still not ready to count out the Dodgers. They've been up and down all year.
I was going to say, nobody has counted them out.
Right.
With the talent that they have, but they really haven't played to that talent. It's the reason why you have other teams still hanging around. There's Matt Moore, the left-hander, getting loose.
The team I'm interested in watching. The team we'll see next year, Milwaukee. Clearly, they are having a fabulous year. Colorado's won its last 8 ball games. But you look at Milwaukee when you see the numbers in the box scores. I mean, Lorenzo Cain, great year. Yelich, who we liked when we saw him, what, 4 or 5 years ago in Miami. It was like, wow, that kid can play. They've got good pitching. And when they clinched the other night, I was telling Robbie earlier, I got a kick out of seeing Uke in the champagne celebration downstairs. Bob Uke, broadcast, Baseball Hall of Fame broadcast wing.
Yeah, he has to be thrilled.
Bouncing ball, and Andrus will flip to Odor. There's one, and Brown's got good speed, beat it out. Slow chopper. So 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th for the Mariners in a 9-6 lead. Tomorrow, first 20,000 fans will receive a Ken Griffey Jr. Pop collectible thanks to Funko. A number of limited edition Funkos will be mixed in, including 1,000 rookie and 24 bronze versions, plus 10 collectibles be signed by the kid himself. So swing by Mariners.com for tickets. Top of the order, Mitch Haniger. Seattle baseball writers naming him the Mariners Player of the Year. First pitch strike. So far tonight, a comebacker to the pitcher, walk, bases loaded walk at an RBI and a single to left. Effective pitch there by Butler.
A good breaking ball at 83 on the outside corner. Matt Moore, the left-hander, ready to go in the pen for the Rangers. He's getting loose for Cano. Beckham on deck, and then it'll be Robbie.
Teams have combined for 15 runs, 13 hits, and 3 errors. There's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Butler with the K. It's his third. First one looking. 2 down. There's Gordon Beckham. First plate appearance was in the 3rd inning. He walked.
And Pazzo's getting loose again. Wade at 90 pitches, probably done.
Butler deals 0-1 and a strike. 0-2. Way upstairs, 1 and 2. Tough to concentrate once you get into a game like this, given what's not on the table for both of these teams.
And it's game 160. Yeah, I think so.
Runner goes a long way down the line, going foul.
Look at it, the Mariners so far with 6 walks, and that's really the part that gets everybody on their heels, you know, just kind of standing around out there.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Not enough in June when you're still in it, right? One and 2 to Gordon Beckham. And Beckham swings through. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 5th. Leave a runner on, still lead 9-6.
Ultimate fan from the state of Montana. I watch every game on DirecTV.
All right, good to hear. Folks coming in from one dive. 9-6 ball game. Little cutie here, get chance to watch the Mariners in their final Friday night game. Here's the numbers for Wade LeBlanc.
5 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. A couple of walks, 6 strikeouts. He threw 91 pitches, 55 strikes.
Time now for Beacon Plumbing. Call to the pen.
And it will be James Pazos. 58 appearances on the year, a 2.81 ERA, 44 strikeouts in 48 innings. Opponents hitting .244 against him. Fastball 91 to 94 miles an hour and a slider. Profar will lead things off. Then it'll be Gallo, Chirinos after that.
James pitching to a 2.25 ERA here in September. Profar to lead it off. Base hit to right and took Heredia to the wall in center field. Inside, ball 1. Profar, Gallo, Chirinos, 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Just tuning in. 7-run second inning for the Mariners. 11 men to the plate. Took advantage of a 3-base error. Right fielder Mazzara had his glove on the ball and cruising back towards the track and went off his glove and 3 runs scored. RBIs tonight. You got Haniger. Bases loaded walk. Cano singled in 2 runs. 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Cruz has driven in a run with the single. Cameron Maybin. RBI single, RBI double. Two and 1. Profar 1 for 4 against Pazos. Negron slings it over. Out number 1. Make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag #RootFanFave. Watch the Mariners pregame show every Sunday to find out your fan favorite plays of the week. Plus, each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light Yeti cooler just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. Joey Gallo struck out looking, struck out swinging. Big shift on against Gallo. 1-0 for 4 last night. Two and 0. Seven runs in the second for the Mariners. 2 more in the third. Rangers got 4 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth.
Tried to lose that fastball. 2-0 count. There you go. Joey Gallo, 40 home runs, just 37 singles on the year.
Three and 1.
Matt Moore, the left-hander for the Rangers, getting loose again. So it looks like he will pitch the bottom of the 6th inning.
Pazos loses Gallo. One out base runner here in the 6th. And Robinson Chirinos, 2-run homer, left center field. Last time up.
His first time up, he flew out to right field, but he put Haniger up against the fence in right.
Home run was his 18th. He's got 65 runs batted in now. Not much of a lead for Gallo at first, 0-1. So Pazos ahead 0-2.
Talking about this last night with Pazos, and that is he has a slider, but he rarely throws it. Nothing but fastball so far in the inning. 11 pitches, all of them the fastball, 91 to 94 miles an hour. I think that's something that you'll see a change in next year at spring training. They're going to have him throw his breaking ball a little bit more.
I remember him having much better control last year. Command.
In the first half of this year.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you look at his velocity as velo is down, and you have to wonder sometimes if he's reaching back for a little bit more and loses some command because of it.
He's got to get down, base hit. Maben gets it back in. Definitely not the same guy we saw earlier in the year. They bring up Ronald Guzman, who struck out twice looking. Both times got the count to 1-2. Meanwhile, as Chirinos having a good night, 2-run homer and a single. Tying run at the plate. It's not a phrase you like to utter when the team's got 9 runs. Play top 6. That will be caught by Robbie Cano. How the heck does he do that, Mike? Right? Unreal. A whole new ball game with RBI Baseball 18. This game delivers an all new franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball is available now at RBIGame.com. Rated E for everyone. Looked like if you practice that, you can hurt yourself.
I think the first time that he did it, it was probably a little bit of an accident where he misjudged it.
Right.
But then I think because everybody was laughing about it, he just continues to do it now. It's a thing.
That's his calling card.
It's a thing, yeah.
Oh, man. Here's Odor. 4th plate appearance. 0 for 2 with a walk. But no matter where his batting average is, he is not cheating himself.
Well, his batting average better this year than it was last year. He's at 257 now, at least at the start of the game.
Yeah, early in the year we saw him using the 205, 212s.
Yeah, he's picked it up.
Pazos gets a corner. 0-2, 2 outs, 2 on. Mariners by 3. Play here in the 6th. Ray LeBlanc started, won 5 innings, 6 runs, 5 earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Pazos trying to put an end to this 6th inning threat.
First breaking ball and missing with it.
And he does not want to hang that baby either. Not over the plate with this guy. Two men on, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Couple of big seasons for Odor. 15 and 16 season, 30 and 33 home runs. He is the tying run. 9 runs, 7 hits, an error for the Mariners. 6, 7, and 2 for Texas. Slow breaking ball, easy hop to Healy at the bag. 2 runners stranded. When we come back for the Mariners home 6, Cano, Nelson Cruz, and Ryan Healy. Everybody, as we check out the Columbia Bank difference in the ball game.
How about a 3-run error? Mazara, the right fielder, thought he had it off the top of his glove with the bases loaded.
That worked out well.
Now Mariners taking advantage of a mistake.
Remember last time you saw a 3-run error like that? I can't.
No. Especially on such a routine play.
Yeah, and he was right there.
Take it.
Cano, Cruz, and Healy coming up here in the 6th. New pitcher Matt Moore, saw him last night.
And a fastball at 93 miles an hour, curve, changeup, 37 appearances on the year. It's been a struggle. ERA just under 7, 99 in the third, 83 strikeouts, but 40 walks. He has been wild. He's also given up 19 home runs on the year.
With the Giants last year, went 6 and 15, among the league leaders in losses last year with a 5.52 ERA and 32 starts, 32 games and 31 starts. Amazing how things can get away from pitchers sometimes. Robbie stings this one. Deep and slicing away from Gallo. Can't get it. Bounces into the Mariner bullpen for an automatic double. Good start to the Mariners' 6th. 3 hits tonight for Cano. He's 3 for 4. He's knocked in 2, scored once.
And Matt Moore is going to pitch him away with the fastball. Maris Supermo on the swing by Robbie as he drives it Out to the warning track in left center field. Head always in the hitting area. Gallo not able to make the play.
22nd double.
Another opportunity for Nelson Cruz to drive in a run.
He's got 1 RBI tonight, got 97 on the season. So there you have it. Robbie Cano. Significant double right there. Want to know to Nelly. Tied with Lou Gehrig, 40th place all time. 534 doubles. Nelly's got a good count again, 2-0. A slicing liner right field in the third his last time up. That was caught by Mazzara. I think there's an applicable phrase on that swing, Mike. He wishes he had that one again.
Yeah, fastball middle of the plate at 93 miles an hour. Nelson trying to get to 100 RBIs on the year, 97.
Did it Beltre two-step there, 3-1. Boy, Robbie Cano 3 for 4 tonight, got his batting average up to 302. to Nelly. He'll take his walk. Second time he's walked tonight. So runners at first and second. 6th inning here for the Mariners, and coming up this fall on Root Sports, another exciting year of Gonzaga basketball. Ranked top 5 in the preseason polls. The Zags got another loaded roster returning for head coach Mark Few. He's looking to guide the Bulldogs to their 21st consecutive NCAA tournament appearance. Check out the full schedule on gozags.com and catch the action all season long right here on Root Sports. Ryan Healy walked and a run scored back in the second. Later in that same inning, he flied out to left, and his 3rd time to the plate he struck out. On 1 to Healy, 2 men on. Down the right field line, foul.
Quickly ahead with a couple of breaking balls to Ryan. At best getting loose in the pen for the Mariners.
To Healy. Strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. Matt Moore's first K. 1 out. Bring up Mike Zunino. He struck out 3 times tonight. Robbie Cano with his 3 for 4 night. The month of September now hitting 340. First pitch strike. 7 runs in the Mariners' second, 2 runs in the third. Trying to get on the board here in the 6th. 4 runs in the 4th for Texas, 2 in the 5th. First baseman might have a play. And Mike catches a break.
Guzman is known Has a pretty good fielding first baseman, but he has had a tough time tonight. Right side of the field for the Rangers having a tough time. So a break from Mike Zunino. Just overruns it.
Yep. My time here, I think the best I've seen on that is still Logan Morrison. Over the shoulder catches. Gets to the sideboards quickly. 0-2 to Zunino. 1 out, 2 on. Festa ready to go.
He's been ready for a while.
The 0-2. Mike's got the golden sombrero tonight with 4 strikeouts. 2 outs here in the 6th. So 2 outs, 2 on for Heredia. 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. Inside. Ball 1. Bottom of the 7th in San Francisco. Dodgers still lead the Giants. It's 3-1. So Guillermo in good shape, 2-0. Popped it up. Foul.
Elevated fastball in the inside corner. An aggressive swing, but he missed the pitch to hit.
Guillermo in center field tonight. Fouled off. Matt Moore, once an all-star with Tampa Bay back in 2013. He went 17-4. Putting up a 3.29 ERA, 27 games. Guillermo trying to get to him here. 2-2, 2 out, 2 on.
He used to be mid to upper 90s with his fastball. So that's a good fastball. We've seen 94 tonight.
6 years in Tampa with 39 and 28. Slicing pop. Right fielder is there, Lazar, and then he'll do it. Mariners get the first 2 men aboard, can't move them around, still lead 9-6.
and I'm the ultimate Mariners fan from Oregon, and I watch every game on Frontier.
Great meeting Dwayne and his folks earlier today. 9-6 Mariners. Final Friday night game of the season. We take a look at the IBEW NICA Investing in Our Future at the Mariners Minor League Awards. Joey Curletta, Matt Festa, and Braden Bishop. Congratulations, gentlemen. Remember, we were putting up Curletta's numbers. His offensive numbers were off the chart there for a long time. See those fellas spring training. You'll look at Matt again here right now.
And here is Matt Festa, 93 miles an hour with a slider. Just 7 appearances, a 2.25 ERA. In 8 innings, he has 3 strikeouts. 2-3-4 for the Rangers due up. Chu will lead things off, and it's Andrus and Beltre.
Matt Festa out of Staten Island, New York, East Stroudsburg University on the eastern side of Pennsylvania, the northeast side. Chu with a base hit and a run scored back in the 5th. Got the attention of Beckham, the third baseman. Let's shift on against Chu. And foul 1 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Big second inning for the Mariners. 11 men to the plate. They score 7 times. On 3 hits, helped by a 3-run error. Dropped fly ball by right fielder Nomar Mazara with the bases loaded. That is going to work. Maben getting to it quickly. Chu will be in with the leadoff double. Second hit tonight. His 30th double of the season.
That was a pretty good pitch from Festa on the inside corner. Get the fastball in on his knuckles. Just fought it off.
There's Elvis Andrus, the shortstop, struck out looking, walked and scored, and delivered it an RBI double in the 5th.
Zach Duke getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. Mazara, the next left-hander that's due up. You have Beltre on deck and Mazara after that.
One. That'll get through the hole. Chu at 36 years old, going to hold at third as they bring the tying run to the plate. And Adrian Beltre.
Beltre already a couple of RBIs, had a double to drive in a run and a sacrifice fly. And you take a look at this breaking ball. It's on the outside corner. Andrus going the other way. Mel Stottlemyre out of the dugout. Beltre walking to the plate. Zach Duke getting loose with Mazara on deck.
Festa's second man out of the pen. James Pazos came on a relief starter. Wade LeBlanc went 5 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Bell said his piece. Beltre, dangerous hitter. Nobody out, runners at the corners. Mariners by 3. Strike 1. Pastime. Beltre facing off for the first time.
We've seen that many times over the years. Stay loose.
Ball with 2 strikes. Round out the short RBI double and a sac fly for Beltre tonight. Ball with 2 strikes. Runner goes at first, swing and a miss. Throw down to second. And in with a stolen base. Elvis Andrews says Beltre goes down swinging. Stolen base for Elvis's 5th.
We'll take a look at Mike Zunino. He's had a pretty good year throwing runners out. And that's going to be it for Festa. He's got service out of the dugout.
Zara, left-hander. Left-hand hitter is up next. Zach Duke will get the call. 9-6. Rangers trailing here in Seattle.
Algona, and I'm the ultimate fan from Washington. I watch every Mariners game on Xfinity.
Amy's at every home game too. She's up in the suite with everybody here tonight. 9-6 ball game. And another threat here by the Texas Rangers. And love those boots on that youngster. Keeping her warm. It's a nice night here. Zach Duke.
70 appearances, a 4.29 ERA, 48 strikeouts over 21 walks. Opponent's hitting .278. His fastball will be in the upper 80s in a sweeping slider. Nomar Mazara walking to the plate.
Mazara 0 for 3 against Zach Duke. Zach coming over from the Twins on July 30. A couple of minor leaguers. First pitch strike. Runners at second and third. Here for the Rangers in the 7th inning. Tying run at the plate, 1 out.
Nick Vincent starting to get loose in the pen.
Two and one. Zach Duke in his 14th year in the big leagues. 9th team during that time. 2 and 1. When Walcott, home plate umpire, on that call immediately. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Full count. Early part of Zach's career, he was a starter with Pittsburgh. Full-time reliever with Cincinnati in 2013. Oh, breaking ball got him. Dropped down with a big sweeping breaking ball.
And he also located it, was able to get it to the outside corner. So we're out in front.
2 away, and it brings up Jurickson Profar, switch hitter. Base hit to right. Took Heredia to the wall in center and grounded out to shortstop. No advance. 2-0. Bouncing ball, nice hop there for Negron. Flip it over, and Zach Duke gets the job done. Strands a couple of runners as we go to the home 7th. 9-6 Mariners. game, take me out to play Washington's Lottery as you get a good look at Safeco Field here in beautiful Seattle. Mariners with a 9-6 lead. What a crazy game this has been. These two teams have combined for 15 runs, 17 hits, 3 errors. Goodness gracious. Good look at the moon, a full moon here tonight. Comfortable evening, and let's see if the Mariners, if they can have a strong finish here. Even this series at a game apiece. Texas won last night 2-0. Mariners could only generate 3 hits. Different story here tonight.
Cameron Maben hit the ball hard all 3 times, 2 for 3, including a double. He scored a run, driven in 2.
Matt Moore continues on. Third man out of the pen. Ground ball to the shortstop, Elvis Andrews. It's 1 away. Don't forget, stick around after the game for Mariners post game. It's presented by Alaska Airlines. Brad Adam, Dave Valley will be with you along with Jen Mueller. One out in the 8th. Christopher Negron. Strikeout, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th.
Alex Colomé getting loose.
Strike 2 here to Negron. Second half of the season when things went sour, it was tough for the Mariners to get to Alex in the 8th and Eddie in the 9th. It was when they did. What a combination that was. Alex and Eddie, and let's go home.
It's pretty much over at that point.
2-2. Dodgers into the 8th now, 3-1 lead at the Giants. Full count. 1 out. Here in the 7th. That's out of play. Early in the game when the Mariners put up all those runs, Martin Perez, the starter, boy, he could not find a plate. His command was just awful. One of those nights. And then the strange thing, Wade LeBlanc, 3 innings cruising, then the 4th inning with a big lead, he couldn't find the plate. He almost won. Did somebody move the plate? There we go, Alex Colomé heating up.
This will be the 8th pitch to Negron.
Fly ball right field. Mazzara. 1 foot on the track. Two away this weekend. When you're at Safeco Field, don't forget to visit the Seattle Children's Playfield, designed for both children and parents. The whole family can enjoy the playground. Wishing Well concessions, team store, and TV monitors so you don't miss a single pitch. winding down this 2018 season. Mitch Haniger. Bases loaded walk back in the second. He also has a base hit.
What a year. 26 home runs, 92 RBIs. Picked up an RBI earlier in the ball game.
It's hit pretty well, right center field. Lazaro, long run. Can he get it? No, off his glove. Mitch gonna dig for third. No, he'll shut it down right there.
Second hit for Haniger. Also walk. It's a fastball, middle away, and just drives it into right center field. And Mazzara trying to make the play.
Ooh, off the heel. Just had one go, and the webbing of his glove come out, and this one hit him in the heel.
He's had a tough night.
So 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for Gordon Beckham. First pitch strike, took over. Moved into the came into the ball game when Segura left after scoring. Play at the plate in the second inning. We've had no word on his condition. Hopefully he's okay. Nine runs on 9 hits for the Mariners, 1 error, 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for Texas. One, 2. Strike 3 call. So Beckham didn't like that call. Haniger stranded at second base. We go to the 8th. Alex Colomé, 8th inning specialist, coming on. Baseball and Root Sports is brought to you by Money Tree. Proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. by Jack in the Box. This season, a Mariners double play means free Jumbo Jacks from Jack in the Box by CenturyLink. Connecting you to the power of the digital world, and by BNSF Railway, sponsor the BNSF Blast. We go to the 8th inning. Mariners 3-run lead. And a guy who has been just tremendous as the 8th inning specialist, Alex Fullerman.
68 appearances on the year, a 3.14 ERA, 72 strikeouts in the 66 innings that he has worked. Opponents hitting just .224 against Alex. Fastball in the mid-90s with a slider.
Got the bottom third of the order here. We'll go against Joey Gallo. .28 holds for Colomé. Shift on for Gallo. Gallo, Chirinos, and Guzman here in the 8th. Gallo 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging, and a walk tonight. A long run for Maben. It's hanging up for him. Can he get to it? No, sir.
He had a chance, but it's slicing away from him. Just runs out of room.
One pitch. 2-1. Power on power here. And Cano's right there. And Joey Gallo, it's the third bat. And he breaks it over his knee in frustration. His third broken bat. 2 tonight, 1 last night.
A little bit late in the season to put another bat order in, isn't it?
I would think.
Not sure it will get here in time.
No.
Off the end of the bat. Easy play for Robbie.
It was gone anyway, so he might as well finish it off.
Chirinos 2 for 3, a home run. Also had a single into left field. CD Pelham, hard throwing left-hander, getting loose for the Rangers.
Saw him last weekend. Yeah, he does rush it up. Four-pitch walk. Bring up Ronald Guzman. 2 strikeouts looking, and a pop to Cano. Big swing and a miss. 7-run in the second inning for the Mariners, 2 more in the third. They haven't scored since. 4 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth for the Rangers. Foul ball with 2.
Couple of cutters down out of the strike zone, getting him to chase it.
Calumet Span coming over May 25th. Tremendous additions to the ball club. Foul back. Third in the American League in holds with 28, trailing Jose Alvarado of Tampa Bay with 32 and Chaz Rowe, Tampa Bay with 30. And things have gone well when Alex Colomé has been in the game for the Mariners. 38-6 when he's been on the mound. 0-2. That hurt.
Another cutter, 4 in a row. Out the top of his foot.
Interesting to see what the Rangers do and trying to get out of the hole they dug themselves this year. Pitching is still going to be a problem, or could be a problem. Here's the 0-2. And that gets through into right field. But once again, the Rangers are going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Five cutters in a row, all of them at the bottom of the zone. And so it's a ground ball, bounces a little bit too high for Healy to get to it and ends up in the hole.
Brings up Odor. His 5th plate appearance. 0 for 3 with a walk. Dangerous hitter here. Mariners up 9-6. Guzman base hit, the 10th hit for the Rangers tonight. To Odor, swing. Zunino can't find it. They get a runner hung up. They should get somebody.
Get them both.
There's one. Tag him. How about this? How about this?
What a game.
Holy mackerel. You gotta. That is whacked. We go to the 9th. And check that. Go to the home 8th. And a 9-6 ball game.
a lot of people that play baseball are a little bit superstitious. Mariners hadn't scored any runs. Then we go to the suite and hang out with the ultimate Northwest fans. What happens? Mariners score 7 runs. So we're like, we can't leave. Okay, but we promised if for some reason the Rangers came back, we'd come back as well. Brad, Jen, and myself going up there and hanging out in the suite with our ultimate fans. They were a lot of fun, and we sure do appreciate them. We've got this one from Sherry. Alvin Davis delivering an autographed ball to a fan right in front of us. Dan Wilson was out there making the rounds as well. The hashtag to use is Where I Root, presented by Alaska Airlines. And we've got Hannah and this crew from Alaska getting to meet Dave Sims and take a little selfie. Keep the photos coming. Use the hashtag Where I Root, presented by Alaska Airlines. Guys, going back to that notion that you never know what you're going to see in a baseball game.
Check that box. That's exactly right. Look at this. Go ahead, tag him. What are you looking for?
I'm not sure, but they end up getting it done. Strange play.
Definitely got Chirinos, no doubt about it. And then Nick was confused, as we all were. C.D. Pelham, this kid can throw hard. He's got Cano, Cruz, Healy here in the 8th. Robbie 3 for 4. He's got a September batting average up to 340. I mean, you're the runner at second, and you get straight off. You got the shortstop, and then you're going back to the bag, and you got another guy coming from first and second.
T.D. Pelham will take over. Hard throwing left-hander, just 9 appearances on the year, 7 innings of work for him. Average fastball at 97 miles an hour and a slider.
Two to Robbie. Last time up, Cano with a double tying him with Lou Gehrig, 40th place all time. Ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Foul. The CD stands for Christian Devonta Pelham out of Lancaster, South Carolina. Spartansburg Methodist College in Spartansburg, South Carolina.
He has a good arm.
Yes, he does.
Upper
Big
90s.
6'6", 235. He's just 23 years old. Those of you who remember a very terrific crime caper movie, Taking of the Pelham 1, 2, 3, it's been suggested that CD should have 1, 2, 3 as his number. About a heist involving some crime in a New York City subway. And Robbie with another base hit. Impressive. On the go, no problem. The Mariners are at your fingertips with the Root Sports mobile app. Just download the app, log in with your participating TV provider account info. It's only available to customers whose TV subscription includes Root Sports. So check now to see if your provider is participating. What a night for Robbie Cano. 4 consecutive hits, a 4 for 5 night. Nelly with 1 RBI tonight. We had 97.
Adam Warren, Edwin Diaz both getting loose in the pen for the Mariners.
0-2 to Nelson Cruz. There's Mr. Diaz along with Adam Warren. 0-2. Now he strikes out on a very nasty pitch. One out. Here's Ryan Healy. Struck out his last 2 times up. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Runs on 10 hits for the Mariners, 6 runs, 10 hits for the Rangers. Rangers have committed 2 errors. The Mariners 1. He's got a heck of an arm, doesn't he?
He's throwing hard, and he's at the bottom of the strike zone at 96, 97. He elevates the fastball. He's 98.
Two and 2.
Diaz both ready to go in the pen.
Diaz so good this year. Look out. 3 and 2. Healy's got a 3-2 count. 1 out, 1 on. Mariners up by 3 here in the 8th. And Healy's aboard. Second time he's walked tonight. Team record. Strikeouts in a game. Bill Hall with 5, and Zunino trying to avoid tying Billy. Mike struck out swinging 4 times tonight. See something you like, hit it a long way.
He's been getting the fastball to hit, just can't put it in play, fouling it off early in counts, and then eventually he put away with the fastball. Fastball in the middle of the plate, just late.
C.D. Pelham has got 1 live arm.
Doug Brocail out of the dugout, pitching coach for the Rangers. Zach Curtis getting loose in the pen. Former Mariner.
Strangers in the Night by Mr. Sinatra. Never go wrong. Play a little. I always try to stay away from saying Frank because I was chastised by an Italian friend of mine that's Mr. Sinatra. He said, yeah, you might be right on that. One and one here to Mike Zunino. All in 2 strikes. Dodgers trying to close out the Giants. 3-1 LA, bottom 9 in San Francisco. One and 2 to Zunino. 2 on, 1 out. Two-two to Zunino. Put it in play. And they go just get the one as Odor held on. Zunino reaches fielder's choice. Healy's retired. And moving to third is Cano. Brings up Guillermo Heredia. Scored twice. It's 1 for 3 with a walk. Cano at third, Zunino at first. Bottom 8, 2 outs. Strike 1. That's pretty well stroked. Deep right center field. Bounce on the track. Into the stands. Automatic double. Cano scores. Zunino to third. RBI for Heredia. His second hit tonight. His 14th double. His 19th run batted in.
And with the RBI, looks like it'll be Adam Warren that will pitch the top of the 9th inning. Fastball out over the plate. Guillermo will drive it out to right center field. And we're going to have a pitching change.
Nice job by Heredia. Mariner lead. Now 10-6. 10-6. Mariners on top here in the 8th. Just added another run. Dodgers have closed out the Giants tonight. So in your National League playoff situation, everybody but St. Louis won. Best they can do is play on Monday. Rockies clinched a playoff spot. Central Division, the winner will play the wild card. Central Division team number 2 will host the wild card. In the West, the winner will play Atlanta home field to be determined. Playoffs should be fun.
Zach Curtis will take over for the Rangers. Cameron Maben.
Runners at second and third for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. Good night for Maben. RBI single, RBI double. And he's reached on an error. By the first baseman Guzman and bounced into a ground ball to short.
19 walks in 15 innings. Strike zone has been a challenge for Curtis.
Six men to the plate. Cameron Maben. Chirinos might have been hit by that, by the bat. Backswing, 1 and 2. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Maben down the line. Goes foul. Ten runs on 11 hits for the Mariners. Boy, what a turnaround from last night. They went no runs, 3 hits. Two to Maben. Smash up the middle. Zunino scores and Heredia right behind them. Here's the throw from center field. Not in time. Going to second on the throw is Maben. What a night for Cameron Maben. He's driven in 4 runs. The Mariner lead is now 12-6. They've doubled up the Texas Rangers.
And Heredia has scored 3 times. Every starter in the lineup has scored a run.
Well, that's impressive. Cameron hit that hard. Good to see. Christopher Negron. Mariners now have 12 runs on 12 hits. Seventh man to the plate. Damage coming with 2 outs. 2-0. Cameron Maben's second career 4 RBI night. Two and 1. Last time Maben drove in 4 runs back in 2016. Foul ball. Be nice to see James Paxton finish strong tomorrow. Rowan and Elias will get the start on Sunday to close out the season. 6:10 start tomorrow, 12:10 on Sunday. Two from Curtis. Elvis Andrews to his left, throws him out. Mariners put 3 on the board, go to the 9th with a 12-6 lead. Fireworks coming up after this game, and Mariners have had some offensive fireworks tonight. Coming up tomorrow, Adrian Sampson out of Redmond, Washington takes on James Paxton. Final start for both of these two gentlemen. It'd be nice to see Paxton start number 28, get win number 12. Finish strong like Marco Gonzalez did last night. Taking over on the mound is Adam Warren. 5th man out of the pen for the Mariners. He's got the top of the order for the Rangers.
A 3.2 ERA. Opponents hitting .240 against him. Low 90s fastball and the slider.
Odor was at the plate. They had that unusual double play to end the 8th inning. Runner at second. Strayed just a little bit when the ball got away from Zunino. Zunino threw down to Negron. Tagged out Chirinos. Guzman was on the move from first and second. He tagged him out, inning over. the Cano. Big night for Robbie. As he throws out Odor. Robbie swinging the bat tonight. 4 hits, 4 for 5. He took his September average up to 346. Here comes Shin-Soo Choo, double to left, single to left, 2 for 4. Got a run scored. Swing and a miss. Chu to be followed by Elvis Andrus. Down that strike zone. 0-2. One and two. I beg your pardon. Long night.
It has been.
Foul back. Two and two. Full count here. Man, just threw it right down Broadway. I didn't try to hit it and he missed. 2 outs. There's Andrus. RBI double, single, stolen base last 2 times up, and he singles here. 3-hit night for Elvis.
Pretty good pitch. It was a slider on the outside corner. I'll bring Adrian Beltre to the plate.
Beltre tonight, ground out to short, RBI double, a sac fly, and a strikeout. One-oh pitch. Crowd of 23,598. Just about everybody sticking around for the fireworks show coming up at the conclusion of this game. Marlins men made the. It's in Seattle. Back orange to your left. Two one.
Pretty good fastball at the top of the zone, 95 miles an hour.
Two pitch. Bouncing ball. This will do it right here. Flip. Mariners win it. 12-6. Even the series at a game apiece. Mariners post game presented by Alaska Airlines starts right now with Brad and Dave. Fellas.
Dave, thank you very much. Fan appreciation night tonight, guys. If you're a fan and you appreciate long games, well, we had one for you tonight. But the Mariners double up the Rangers in game 2 of the set by a score of 12-6. Offensive display, offense from that man Cameron Maben, and it happened early for the Mariners. Let's go right to the highlights for you. Our Bruce Titus Automotive Group game recap. We go bottom of the second inning where the Mariners put up a 7 spot against Martin Perez and the Rangers. It starts with that man Maben going off Guzman's glove into right field with the bases loaded. That is an RBI single. 1-0. The bases remain loaded.
Big night for Cameron Maben.
And Mitch Haniger, this was a good at-bat. A 10-pitch walk. It's 2-0 at this point. And here comes Segura. Mazzara going back nonchalantly.
Yeah, he looked like he had this all the way, and then all of a sudden, oops, hits off the top of his glove, and the ball drops down. And Segura comes around into second base.
And everybody gets a score on the E9. It's 5-0 at this point. They would add a couple more. It got to 7-0. It got to 9-0, 9-6, 12-6 the final. Let's get down to the field and join Jen Mueller with a guy who drove in 4 runs tonight, Jen.
Yeah, 3 hits tonight for Cameron Maben, and I'm wondering, how do you maximize the time between starts so that when you're at the plate, you can be as sharp as you were tonight?
My buddy D. Gordon says if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So just always ready, man. Always looking forward to the opportunity to take advantage of any opportunity I get, and tonight was a great job to give these fans something to root for. You know, we can feel their energy. We appreciate their energy, and you know, it's a good win tonight to give them something to cheer about.
You are a veteran, and you understand perhaps more than most what a strong finish can do, both for a team and an individual. How would you characterize that?
Absolutely, it's important to finish strong. Again, you know, one for yourself. You know, another reason for these fans. You know, they've been supporting this team all year. And, you know, it's fun to come and finish strong in front of a group who, you know, root for you each day. You know, I've been here for a couple months, and I feel like I've been here all year. So it's been a true pleasure to be able to play in front of such great fans. And, you know, we appreciate you guys.
And we appreciate Cameron Maben. 4 RBI tonight, just the second time in his career that has happened. We'll let you get inside. Thank you, Cameron. That was our post-game interview presented by Alaska Airlines. When we come back, we are getting you closer to fireworks after a Mariners 12-6 win against the Rangers.